What's up, guys? It's a beautiful morning here in Tuscaloosa. I'm at the Links. We're just gonna play 18 holes of stroke play. Let's have a good morning. Number one here, little dogleg left here on the water. Let's throw this out to the right somewhere and get it in play. Yeah, we'll take it down the right side. I've got 173 to the stick here. Back into the breeze. I don't know where the pin is, but I know long's really bad. So I'm just gonna hit like a trap draw 8 iron. See if I can get it kind of scooting back there somewhere on the green. I love it. I'm not sure if that's gonna quite get there. I need some groundwork. I don't know, it's a good swing though. Well, there was a lot more hurting wind than I gave it credit. I didn't realize it was actually blowing like 10 in my face, but a little short here. Pitch back up the hill. Let's just see how firm the greens are. I'm gonna guess pretty soft. Let's find out. Yeah, very soft. We'll take it. Little par saver attempt here to start the day. Let's go maybe right edge with it. Oh, okay. Very nice to escape with the par there. Number two here, it's one of many very tight tee shots out here, so gonna hit a lot of fairway finders. This one, let's hit a DOD, just kind of peel it left to right, see if we can keep it between the trees. Yeah, that should be really nice. Up the left side. Well, kind of right down the middle, actually. The wind is really bucking its head out here. I didn't realize on one, but there's a lot of wind. So straight into the wind, maybe a little off the left. I've got 164. It's going to take a 7 iron, I think. I mean, shoot, this early, I don't even know if 7 iron gets there, but. Good strike, a little left, but should be green. Yeah, you know, birdie putt this early, into the wind, playing 180, we'll take it. Got about 35 feet here, up the hill, kind of up and over, left to right. We're always just trying to have good speed on these, get a tap in. A little slower than I thought. It's always tough when you don't hit putts before, you know, no idea how hard to hit them, but let's go left edge with this. Yeah, there we go, another good save. It's gonna keep me at even through 2. All right, I'm being let through, so I'm gonna go a little quick here, but we've got like 135, I think. I'm just hit a pitching wedge right at it, wind off the right. We'll take it wherever it is. Yeah, it's a nice shot. All right, just a little downhill left to righter here for the birdie. Yeah, predictable probably. Keeps me at even. See if I can get a little trap draw thing up that middle and just get it scooting. Oh shit. Sit. Let's just see if we can get up and down, say bogey. A little disaster hole here, but again, playing through groove, I'm just very much rushing, but let's just see if we can save a bogey here. God, that took a big bounce too. Let's see if I can get one thing to go my way on the sole here. Going pretty straight. Tough double. It's alright, no more rushing. Next hole, I'm gonna take my normal time. We're gonna get it back. Today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. Something that's been a huge asset for me on and off the course is my ability to stay calm in the presence of negative feelings. That's something that therapy taught me at a time in my life when I was struggling immensely with those overwhelming negative feelings. I learned that those negative feelings are inevitable, but it's kind of my choice how I let them affect me. You know, it's such a freeing place to be now where I can differentiate those negative feelings from reality and handle them better when they arise. BetterHelp is on a mission to make starting therapy easier than ever. They'll connect you with a licensed therapist who's trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. All you need to do to get started is fill out a questionnaire and you'll be matched with a licensed therapist in as little as a couple days. And you're never stuck. You can switch therapists at any time at no extra cost if you don't feel like it's the right fit. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform that you can trust. So click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/JakeDoesGolf for 10% off your first month of therapy. Now let's get back to the golf. All right, deep breath. Let's get back on track. Another tight tee shot. We're gonna have a lot of these today, but let's just a little stinger draw, hopefully up the middle of that fairway. Yeah, that's perfect. crazy when I take my time, it goes better, you know? This is how tight this course is. I hit the left center of the fairway, and I'm about to have to hook this probably 30 yards with an 8-iron. It's crazy. It's kind of awesome. That's why I love playing out here. You have to hit golf shots, you know? But 162 to the stick. I've got 8-iron, winds off the left, not helpful for a draw. I'm gonna kind of go low under it, kind of go right to left, a little of both. So we're looking at that low draw 8-iron in there. It's so nice. Let's see if the distance is right. Yeah, on the green. I mean, it's tough to complain, you know, 40 feet with an 8-iron is not amazing, but when I have a tree in my way, it's pretty good. Let's see if we can get a little tap in par. This thing's gonna do a lot of right to left. Probably really slow up this hill. We'll take that all day. Not necessarily a bounce back birdie, but bounce back in the sense of it's kind of easy to bogey a lot of these holes. And it's a nice little par. It's gonna keep me at 2 over. All right, number 6, big dogleg right par 5. Should be a good chance at birdie if I can get this in play, but I think I have to hit a huge banana just to hit the fairway. So let's hit a huge banana. Yeah, that should be really, really good. Let's see golf ball in the fairway. Yeah, perfect. There we go. It's crazy that even though I scared the trees on the right and cut it that much, I still went through the fairway. But we're in a good spot, you know, 220. I've got 4-iron, just have to hit a hook, obviously, you know. Get around these trees, maybe see if I can scoot something up there. Came out a little thin, so it's gonna be short, but yeah, just short of the green. Man, they hit the brakes. Course is just wet. I'm playing really early, so it's dewy. Ball's not going very far, but yeah, got a little pitch shot. Man, I'm gonna have to start hitting more club. This is way short. Ball's not flying very far. It is early again. I didn't warm up, so it's probably some me, but you know, it's not as hot as it's been. Wet course. But just looking to land this short of the green and kind of bump it up. I could go high, floppy, but the bounce, I'm a little worried about it being inconsistent with the wet ball, everything. It could kind of take off on me. So I'm gonna use that hopeful tumble and use that to kind of skip through the fringe. So just lean into 60, see if we can bounce it up there. Love it. That was a huge bounce. Man. Yeah, not judging things right this morning so far, but we got a birdie putt. This thing looks pretty straight. I don't think it's going to do a lot, so I'm generally hitting these putts pretty straight, pretty firm, just because the greens are on the slower side. So let's go right at it with some speed. Hey, let's go. There's a birdie. First one of the day. Gets me back to 1 over on the day. You know, not amazing, but 1 birdie. Starts something good maybe. Let's just keep going. This is truly one of the tightest holes in America. But I'm gonna go with 3-wood. You know, it's almost so tight that I want to just hit driver and send it because like the chance of actually hitting it between the trees is so low, even with like a 4-iron. Let's just see if I can get a little stinger cut right up the middle. I mean, truly feels like 50-50 I hit trees. I mean, a good swing and hit trees. But we're okay. We're in between them, which is all that matters. I've got a clear second shot. We'll take that all day. I've got 159 to the stick. You know, the trees kind of forced me into a little right to left something. I've been short all day. You know, my instinct tells me hit a draw 9-iron here, but I've got 8 in my hands. I'm not gonna hit it hard, but you know, again, I've just been short. So let's see if we can get one to the hole. Just a little turnover 8-iron. Should be so good. And short. I don't get it, guys. I do not get it. I'm gonna just have to hit this really hard right at it. Boy, that would have been nice. Definitely not upset with the tap in par on this hole. It's gonna keep me at 1 over. Yeah, 1 over. Number 8 here, we've got a little par 3, 155 stick. I do think it's downwind. So I've got 9-iron. Looking to hit, not a crazy hook, but you know, a little draw. Really hit this hard. I didn't quite get the strike. I think that's gonna be front edge. Yeah, even just a hair short of it. Man, I don't think I've gotten 1 shot to the hole today. This is really just gonna be about how it comes through this fringe, you know? It's maybe a little thick, so it might take a bounce. I'm gonna have to hit this pretty hard and just hope it doesn't do anything crazy. Like that. Man, It went very hard right. I'm thinking this needs to be at least a cup out right. It's gonna do a lot. See if we can make a save. That's such a good putt. There we go. That's gonna keep me at 1 over, which honestly is not terrible. Obviously I had the double where I was playing through the group, but all right, number 9. It's 345 to the green. I think there's a world I get there. If I hit a really good one over the hill, get a nice big bounce. So I'm gonna try. This is one of those tee shots you really can't mess up. So may as well just try to kill it. Let's hit a bomb. Nice bomb, Jake. Awesome. That'd be totally fine. Again, that's the reason why it's okay to send it, is like you can hit this anywhere and it's okay. So we'll still have a little pitch shot. I ended up hole high-ish, but 50 yards here. Got to obviously throw it up on this big downslope. See if we can hit the green. That came out dead. Go. Okay, it's a birdie putt. Shouldn't do a ton. Should just kind of go to my left. I love it. Oh, man. Probably the best putt I've hit today that didn't go in, so we'll tap in par. It's going to keep me at 1 over on the front nine. Just have to go get the back. All right, number 10. Definitely my favorite hole in this course. I love a short little downhill par 3. But I've got 113 to the stick, down to probably like 108, 107. So I'm going to hit just a big hook 60 degree. And went through the green. Not the best lie in the bunker here, so I'm going to go ball first, almost like tie spinner from the bunker. See what happens. Okay. Going just outside right. Did not do anything. Another bogey drops me to 2 over. We need some birdies. We need a birdie, but this hole's really tough. So absolutely would take par. First things first, let's just go ahead, peel this up the left side, almost towards the cart path. And let's avoid the water. Did not peel. Yeah, totally fine. That's the side to miss. Obviously you have to go left, but okay, well I didn't realize this ended up so far up this hill, almost across the fence basically, but probably did a lot of skipping off the pine straw. But I've got 155, obviously I have to hook it. There's water right. I'd rather overhook it if anything, so got pitching wedge. Love anywhere kind of up green side, I guess. Not gonna be too picky with this one. Should be really nice, I think. Yeah, depending on the bounce, it could be on the green, but either way, we'll take it. I'm guessing this just stuck short here because I thought it would kind of bounce and roll, but again, we'll take this. Got a third shot. Let's save a par. I'm gonna try to throw this just on the edge of the green. It should kick right towards it. Something like that. Like I said on the tee, we'll take par on this hole, but we need birdies. We really need birdies, but we'll tap in par, not the worst. All right, number 12. Time to make a birdie. This is a pretty straightforward tee shot, so I'm just gonna try to hit a nice little bomb draw. That'll work. Great drive here. I've got 63 to the stick. Just gonna try to land it like, I don't know, 62. Right at it. Sit. There we go. Good looking birdie. Let's go cup out. There we go. Good birdie, finally. Number 13, we've got a par 5, back into the wind. Let's go for a little high draw. Oh, I necked it, so it's not drawing. Oh, totally fine. That didn't hit any trees. I've got 215 to the stick. I think the second shot's always sneaky uphill, and it's definitely into the wind. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this probably like 225. It's gonna be a pretty full 2-iron. But, it's not gonna be a huge fade, but maybe a little left-right shot just to keep it away from these trees. See if we can hit a green. I mean, that should be so good. There we go. Come on now. Got a good chance at eagle. Chance to get the 1 under on the day. Get a little stretch here. I may be a little farther away than I expected to be, but just under 30 feet. Shouldn't do a ton though. Should just be a little left-righter. Gosh, it just went right hard. It's alright, we take a tap and birdie for sure. It's gonna get me back to even on the day, so again, more positive momentum. We'll take it. Number 14, this one should be drivable. It's back in the wind a little bit, so I might be short, but anywhere up there would be pretty nice. Get down. Not a good draw. All right, a little less than ideal, but I'm kind of thankful to have a second shot. That fence creeps in, so just see if we can get it somewhere up on the green. Got a big dip short, so I gotta kind of skip it through. Gonna have to get a little lucky here. Got dust in my eye. I think it's just short. It looks like that punch shot just plugged into this hill, so kind of tough to land in some soft ground, but you know, a little chip, a little putt, save a par, and let's get out of here. Yeah, we'll take it. Giving myself this putt. That's a par, keeps me at even. All right, number 15, we got par 5. Good chance to get the 1 under, so let's hit a high draw bomb. I overdid that again, just like the last one. Not my best swings today. A lot of tennis this week will do it to you, but it's all right. Should be okay over there. All right, I've got 190 to the middle of the green. I've got to hoist it up over these trees. The green's somewhere over that excavator thing. But just looking for solid contact, get over the trees. Maybe get an eagle putt. That feels great. Obviously can't see it, but yeah, should be on or maybe just short. All right, well I got the eagle putt, lengthy one, up over the hill. I've hit this pretty hard. Boy, that was slow. Going left edge with this. Hey, there we go. Another birdie, gets me to 1 under. Number 16, got 124 to the stick. Got pitching wedge, just gonna kind of carve it in there. I'm teeing up right, almost using the trees to kind of help give me something to cut it around. Yeah, a little short. I'm looking like maybe a cup out left. I'm gonna have to hit this really hard up the hill. It actually did break hard. Broke hard early. It's alright, we take tap in pars. It's gonna keep me at 1 under. Alright, number 17. It's like 300-ish. I've got to hit it pretty high, pretty quick. But we're just gonna send it up there and, I don't know, see where it ends up. I think I'd rather miss left than right, but honestly, I'd rather just hit it right at it. I towed that really bad, so it's left, but I feel like it's gonna be okay. I don't know. You never know on some of these. It's actually ended up in a pretty nice spot, you know, relatively straightforward pitch. I've got enough green to work with. I think I could just land it over that front edge, you know, pretty normal looking chip pitch thing. Like that. Oh, almost made it. There we go. Got a short little birdie putt. I'm thinking like an inch out right for this. Should break a little bit. Yeah, good birdie. Gets me to 2 on the day. Last hole of the day, number 18 here. It's honestly a lot like number 9, you know, right next to it, kind of wide open. May as well hit as hard as I can. Huge thanks to Joe and everyone at Links for having me again. I love coming out here. Honestly, it's one of the more fun courses I get to play. So let's end the day on a good note here. Birdie for 68. Y'all can see the flag out there. I'm basically aiming at that. Trying to bomb one. I've hit a bunch of toe draws the last few holes. That's definitely what tends to happen when I get really tired. I've played 3 straight days of tennis, and when the body gets super tired, it just kind of gets lazy, handsy, but that's all right. Again, this is a hole you can hit anywhere and be okay, so let's just go see what we got. Well, I said I could hit its tee shot anywhere, but apparently I hit the tree and dropped straight down, so I've got 180 left. I'm not sure I've ever even had over 80 in, but Here we go, 180. It's turning into a hard par really fast, but let's just see if we can draw a 7-iron up there, maybe find the green, and get out of here with the par. Great swing to end on. See if the distance is good. Yeah, actually might have a good look at birdie now. There we go. I've actually got a really tough two-putt here, you know, only 25 feet or so, but up and over, I feel like this might just trickle forever away from me, so going out pretty high left. Let's just see if we can have a good soft speed here. Easy, easy. Well, that'll work. It's a great way to finish the round. Not a great start, but got it to 3 under. That's going to be a 68, so hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you next time.